Thanks for watching. This is James Robertson with WorkSpace Real Estate. In today's vlog, we're going to talk about how to properly evaluate an office space for rent or an industrial space for rent. So the first thing you need to do is establish your market. You need to make sure that you understand which submarket in a major area that you want to be in, or what radius or boundary you want to focus your search. That's the first thing. That should be based on where your employees are, where your personal location is, where your customers are. And there's a simple process I can do in another blog to explain that. Once you have that, evaluating office space is pretty straightforward. You need to get a list of every single option that could possibly work. That's one thing, and use your data from your broker to get that. Then it's a process of ranking what's most important to you. You need to look at parking. You need to look at the square footage that you want. You need to look at the rental rate, of course. You need to look at the flexibility and terms that you want. You need to look at the amenities of the building that you want. Do you want a deli? Do you want a restaurant? You need to look at security. What security measures are essential for you? You need to look at whether or not you want covered parking versus open parking. So those are just a few of the things that need to be prioritized and weighted so you understand what's most important. And once you rank that, so if rent's higher than parking, you're going to preference what you tour based on those criteria. So once you finish and rank what's most important to you, then it's just a simple process of going out and methodically looking at the properties that fit everything that you want. So you may start out with 24 options if you're looking for small office space, or you might start off with looking at 5 or 10. By the time you're ready to tour, you really shouldn't tour more than 7 options. If you're looking at more than 7 options, that means that you weren't thorough enough through your filtering process. And the last thing you want to do is look at too many options, because then you get tired. You start getting confused on what had what, and most people don't keep detailed lists and track how things rank. So go ahead and tour maybe 5. I say 3 to 5 is optimal, and then you should negotiate your top 2 or 3. And the ones that give you the most of what you want in those amenities are obviously going to be the better choices, because that fits the highest and best use based on what you actually wanted. Let me tell you what happens if you don't do that. If you start looking at spaces without having it ranked on what you're looking for, you start looking at eye candy. You start getting drawn to what attracts you the most visually, and that'll lead you to Class A buildings with top of the line everything, where rent rates are almost 2 times higher than a place that might be perfect for you. And you didn't get to it because you didn't sort this out and see it. I've seen clients make that mistake, and by the time they call me, it's too late. Because they've already done a deal, and they're like, wow, I'm paying $35 a foot at this place, or I'm paying $25 a foot, when all I really needed for my business based on my location and my rent requirements was actually half of that. And that money could have been added to their bottom line. So I hope this information was helpful to you, and thank you for watching.